Finally, Apple released iOS 12.4. I'm sorry, I'm resting my hand on my leg right now. If you can't see, there's my foot right there. But this update actually took Apple a long time to release, and mostly due to the fact that they wanted to end the 5S, the 6, and the iPhone 5S on a good note. These devices, as well as the iPhone 6 Plus, are going to be unsupported by iOS, and iOS 12.4 is potentially the last version of iOS that both these phones are going to get, as well as the 6 Plus and many other devices, the 6th gen iPod and some iPads as well. So Apple had to end iOS 12 on a good note, and I'm glad they did it. So far from what I'm able to tell, there's not too many bugs or stability problems or anything. And it's funny because I have like an iOS 10 wallpaper in the background. But in terms of stability and everything like that, you're going to be set. Don't worry about it. It's going to be more stable. There's probably still going to be problems and stuff, and Apple may release a iOS 12.4.1 at some point as well. I'm not too sure yet, but I'm just going off the basis that this could be the last update for iOS 12. Now, there are some cool features added. They're mostly minor, but there are some cool ones. I think this was more so of a stability update. Now, in terms of the features, there's one super cool one with wireless data transfer. And what that actually means is that if you want to go update to a new iPhone or something, you now have the capability of going and transferring your data straight from an iPhone SE, let's say, to an iPhone XR or something. So if you want to update your iPhone, you can now transfer the data wirelessly without having to plug in your iPhone to iTunes and iCloud backup and stuff. And I could have sworn you could have done that before, but I think you had to be in iCloud backup mode in order to do that. But now you can do it straight from another iPhone, which is really, really cool. Now, another cool one was within Apple News. So now you can actually go and do some new cool stuff with Apple News. I'm assuming. I honestly never used Apple News before, if you couldn't tell. But I'm sure there's some cool new things added, so you guys can go and modify and change that up if you want to. So that's really cool for those users who do use Apple News. But the biggest thing, besides a wireless data transfer, I think that's probably the biggest one. But the second, or even tying up with the first one, is Apple Card support. So this iPhone will be able to use the Apple Card whenever that comes out. So that's definitely a really, really cool thing for those of you who want to go and apply for that card and hopefully get it someday. You can now actually use that card on purchases and stuff through the Apple Pay, through your wallet app. So that is cool. I'm unsure when that is coming out. Apple did say it's going to come out in the summertime, but summer's coming to an end and they still haven't released it yet. So hopefully they release it sooner than later. Now, I did run a benchmark, and on a previous version of iOS, I think this was 12.3.1, I had a multi-core score of 152,701, and I just reran it. And it did go down a little bit to 146,952, and honestly, it's not that big of a difference. I mean, it could be worse. Yes, it did go down a little bit, but this is pretty much comparable to the same multi-core score I had on my iPhone 6s, so it's going to be almost the same type of performance you're going to expect, as we already expected. So in terms of stability and performance and all that, it should be the same. I will do a speed comparison probably between 12.4 and 13, but if you want to see 12.4 and 12.3.2, whichever was the previous version, I could probably do that one too. So if you want to update, I would highly recommend you doing it. I didn't run into any problems updating my device, no issues, no nothing. But I will say, if you want to go and get a jailbreak and you're on 12.3 or 12.3.1 or whatever, I would say stay on the lowest version you can. Once you go to 12.4, it's going to get a little bit harder to get a jailbreak at that point. So obviously I would recommend staying on the lowest version if you want a jailbreak. But if you don't care, then update to the latest version. You'll be set. I like it so far. I will update you guys in a couple of days, tell you my performance, tell you if there's any issues or anything. So keep a look down on the channel so you don't miss those, but that is pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section as well. Hit that like button, that don't mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it don't mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel, all those links are linked down below. I would really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, till then.